Well, as you can see, there are different views on TRIA. I have to admit I am biased. TRIA has become like a baby to me that I think needs to be nourished and taken care of and grown fully and sent out of committee on its way through the House and through the Senate and passed and reauthorized. Listen, I think what gets lost in the discussion very often is the breadth and scope of TRIA. It is much more than skyscrapers in Manhattan. It is more than the cost to replace buildings. When you think about how many industries have massive structures, everything from hospitals, major teaching university hospitals, to theme parks, we can continue, power plants, universities. The structures themselves certainly pose a certain amount of risk. But when you add to that the number of employees that may be working at any of those facilities at any one time is staggering, which brings in workers' compensation, which often gets lost in the discussion. But in my opinion, workers' compensation is an unlimited risk. Think about a major university during, God forbid, a bowl game. Think of how many people would be on campus. And if there is a catastrophic terrorist attack, the loss would be virtually unlimited. So now, the argument would be, but it's a private sector issue and we believe in a free market. And I absolutely believe in a free market, 100%. But I would posit it's actually not a free market because the individual states mandate that the underwriter of that workers' comp cover terrorism. And I believe that many of those companies that underwrite that risk would not do so freely. Again, because I think it's as close to an unlimited risk as you can get. So when you think about how difficult it is to really model for a terrorist attack, add to that the nature of unlimited risk that comes from the workers' compensation aspect of it, and then you add all the other difficulties of really getting into, I would say, the weeds of insurance and how concentration risk in major urban cities make it very, very difficult for insurers to properly provide adequate coverage to certain areas. It becomes exponentially greater.